It was a cold night. The sky was clear, and the honking of cars filled the silence. A cold breeze blew in from my open window, giving me a shiver. I was at work, doing my tasks amidst the noise of car honking. Many cars were causing a traffic jam because there was a fireworks show. It was the most beautiful fireworks display, and many people were going home from work or heading to the show, which caused the traffic jam. The fireworks show only came to our town once a year, and many people had it on their bucket list. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I was sitting in my office chair, working on the computer when I received a call from home. It was my sister. When I picked up, she yelled, "Please come home. It is urgent. Mom's health is getting worse." I called the hospital. "Please hurry." My mother was suffering from a life-threatening disease, so in a hurry, I left the office. I ran. I didn't have a vehicle, and waiting for an Uber would waste a lot of time. Because of the traffic jam, it couldn't arrive in time. I couldn't reach the hospital on time, and I was panicking. Then I looked to my left. There was a cemetery. It was empty. Why didn't it? It was a cemetery. Only dead people live there, and the dead were not a problem in this situation. So I ran towards the cemetery and entered it through the front gate. My left foot tripped on something, and I fell on something sharp. It was a shattered bottle with sharp edges, but it didn't hurt. I got up in a hurry and saw a few people at a distance. It was a large cemetery and looked small from outside. Then I got a call from my sister, and she said, "Mom is fine. We got her to the hospital, so you don't have to come here anymore." Then, in a distraught voice, I heard, "You are already too late." And then the call cut off. Although I was relieved because Mom is safe, I wondered what the distraught voice meant. At the time, I ignored it and sat near a grave. I looked at a grave, and there was no name on it, which was a little unusual. Then a man from the group I saw at a distance came in front of me and started staring at me, which made me a little uncomfortable. Then the whole group came near me, and they too started staring at me, making me more uncomfortable. I looked at the back gate of the cemetery. Just like the front gate, the back gate was also open, and the staring from all the unknown people made me uneasy. The sense of the cemetery made me hear the screams of the dead, which made me feel more uncomfortable. So, I decided to leave the cemetery. As I was walking toward the gate, the group started to chase me, so I ran faster. I didn't look behind, but I could hear their footsteps. A cold breeze flew by, and I reached the door and went outside. I saw silence, just silence. The road, which was filled with cars, was empty. Not even a sound of bats. Just silence. It creeped me out. I knew it was not normal. Then I looked behind me, and the cemetery was gone. It had been replaced by my office, but it was not normal. The road was empty, unlike previously. Suddenly, I lost control of my legs. They took me to the cemetery where I saw a woman. She looked like my mother. Standing in front of the front gate of the cemetery, I said, "Mom?" The woman just smiled. Then I heard a vibration. It was my phone. When I opened my phone, I saw 20 missed calls from my sister and a voice note. I opened the voice note and heard my sister crying. I then heard, "Mom is dead. Where are you? You are so unfaithful." I was flabbergasted. Didn't she tell me Mom was fine and that I didn't need to come to the hospital? I asked myself. Then it hit me. If Mom is dead, who is this lady who looks like my mom in front of me? I took a step back from the presence of the woman, but she stood there like a statue. Then she screamed, "You are late," in an angry voice, but I recognized the tone. It was the same distinctive voice that I had heard on my phone. Then she moved away from the gate, and I saw a corpse lying on the floor of mud, full of blood. Then I looked closely and saw that it was my dead body. His neck was cut open. I also saw the unnamed grave placed just in front of the body, but it had a name this time. It had my name on it.